Finland, as a country, as a nation, once in a lifetime, found themselves in this position with Russia. At the end of the day, they were able to get their sovereignty. The Biafran nation is not on trial. That's one thing. Nobody can put Biafra on trial. But what we are seeing that happened in Finland is they are responding to an alleged petition by people who does not want reality. You know, Biafra is a reality. Those who does not want that reality are what Simon Ekpa is attending to with the Finnish government. That is the way it is. Yes, he's attending to the issue, and it's a very good development because of his resilient nature. And as a Finnish citizen, he possesses that knowledge, that understanding on how to get over and maneuver this issue currently now. And of course, we know that the activities to the restoration agenda in Finland has already commenced at this point in time. And Simon Ekpa is on the game, finally, you know, to push a proper view of understanding with the Finnish government concerning the restoration agenda, which he embarked on as a result of the existence of hatred, Igbophobia Nigeria has thrown and has continued to throw it on the Biafrans in Nigeria. Simon Ekpa is a product of agitation, of marginalization. Simon Ekpa is a product of hate. Simon Ekpa is a product of injustice. Simon Ekpa is a product of the reality of non-negotiable Nigeria. As that's the fact, and that is what it is. It is something that's going to take, you know, Nigeria by surprise, because we are the whole world is looking at outcome. There are diverse views, you know, to Simon Ekpa, you know, trying to prove a point in the judicial system in Finland. That is the clear understanding of it. When he is able to establish that, I can tell you, you know, this is not the first time, this is not the second time. Of course, it's a continuous process. Engaging the Finnish government in solidarity. Well, the man that was in charge of the Commissioner of Police in Finland, attached to Lahi, where he resides in Finland, has already made it very clearly that at this point in time, Simon Ekpa is being, you know, invited, you know, to clear the response in response to the petitions that was put there by a system that called themselves Nigeria. Of course, we are going to see how it looks like and what comes out of it at the end of the day. But is he going to be kidnapped from Finland to Nigeria? Has been demanded by the Nigeria Defense Headquarters, who was reported to have entered into a wide jubilation when Simon Ekpa was introduced to the Finland judicial system. Well, that tells you a lot of stories. That tells you a lot of things, you know, about the ongoing reservation about, you know, the position of the Biafrans all over the world. It has taken a global dimension, and it will continue to take a global dimension, giving Biafran agitation more and more, you know, a pronounced, significant, you know, popularity and attention, because people will continue to come out to ask questions. People will continue to look into what is this Simon Ekpa actually talking about. And of course, he's talking about the killings in the eastern part of the country. He's talking about the killings in Enugu. He's talking about the killings by the Nigeria forces in nnamdikanu's house. He's talking about the ganged up marginalization agenda that is going on in Nigeria against. It's talking about denial of citizenship of Igbos in Nigeria. All these things is what Simon Ekpa represents in all ramification, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you understand it. The bottom line of it is agitation. Agitation for the world to look into it, for United Nations to look into it, for ECOWAS to look into it, for AU to look into it, the plight of the Igbo people as it stands today. Whatever happens, the reality on ground is that would we continue like this in uncertainty, in fear? Like as I'm telling you, it has been reported that Fulani herdsmen invaded a community in Enugu State and killed farmers over there. These are something Nigerian government cannot deny the fact that it is happening, and it has continued to happen without any form of protection, without any form of resistance. And if somebody stands up and say, now this thing is not too correct, this thing should not be allowed to work, then the person is termed treasonable. The person is termed, felony. The person, well, all manner of charges are being brought up against the person. Well, that is a factor that has put the Finland government on the spotlight over the position of a Finland citizen, Simon Ekpa, who is demanding for solidarity for Biafra restoration. That is what it is all about, And secondly, it will not be a very something that everybody needs to know and begin to look at the other angle of it. Do Nigeria and Finland have extradition treaty that will warrant the Finnish government to extradite Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria, has been demanded by the Nigerian government. The true picture of it is that nothing like that is on the table. There is no treaty. There is no form of engagement or signature to that. If they does it, it might look like that of nnamdikanu.
But do you not think it's an international case where if audio, international committee come together and solicit and come together, do you not think they might put pressure on Finland to extradite?
Are you going to do that without a bilateral agreement that is binding, or are they going to do that because of Simon Ekpa? That's another question. Are they going to do that? Because I don't believe there's international cooperation to that. The Finnish government, we are just responding to petitions. Like nnamdikanu, we have seen the Interpol coming out to say that they are not contacted on the manner of which nnamdikanu was renditioned back to Nigeria. Nobody was contacted. They did it illegally, and that is why it is termed kidnap. Is Finland going to allow that kind of process where a Finnish citizen will be kidnapped the way a manner nnamdikanu case was done? But whatever it is, what Simon Ekpa is embarking on is a legitimate agenda. It's not an illegal agenda, and that is the reason why the Finnish government want to put it very clearly to the whole world that that process will be determined by competent court of jurisdiction under the Finnish government, where human rights, democratic principles are being respected. That is the picture of it currently now. It does not stop anything. It will get to a point more and more Simon Ekpa will rise, and that will see to another dimension. They are going to create more loopholes. What they have done is to create more loopholes, to create more uprising of people who buy into the concept of the ideology of the Biafra spirit and religion.
But Ekpa put out a tweet on the 31st of October. He said, in 2 weeks' time, Nigeria bloggers be talking about him around the world, that God will use him mightily to do something. And do you think that he knows that is, even though he'll be arrested, that he has this confidence that he will prevail over the Nigeria government?
Of course, that is just a clear picture there. Prevailing over Nigerian government. He's not a Nigerian. He's a Finnish citizen. He has long denounced his relationship with Nigeria because of the way and manner things is happening in this part of the world. From the look of things, there's denial of international cooperation already on that angle, because we have not seen any nation of the world responding to that, irrespective of all the whole media across the globe, are significantly pointed to the invitation extended to Simon Ekpa by the Nigerian government, that they are acting upon by, of course, the Finnish government at the end of the day. So Simon Ekpa matter is a very interesting one, because it will open an opportunity for them to push more closer to with the Finnish government, who understand the position of Simon Ekpa already. And not just to refresh our memory, Finland as a country, as a nation, once in a lifetime found themselves in this position with Russia. At the end of the day, they were able to get their sovereignty. It's a matter of continuity, because continuity brings freedom. In as much as the factor that have produced the likes of Simon Ekpa, nnamdikanu, tinubu, and the rest of them in this part of the world continues to exist in Nigeria, we continue to have resistance coming from the likes of these personalities I've just mentioned now.
The tinubu is wrong. He's number one guilty against Nigeria. He's guilty. He's the one number one who want Nigeria to divide. When he said Igbo should go, is it not separation? When the tinubu said Igbo should be killed, Igbo should go, they should leave Lagos, they should leave West. Is it not separation? Is it not division in Nigeria?
Maybe she was saying from good heart. Maybe that's why she was.
From her good heart, he said Igbo property should be seized. People should be killed. You see, she is number one enemy of Nigeria. Now, because she's eating Nigeria food for free. Office of First Lady car, First Lady this, First Lady that. Receiving salary without working.
She's working.
Working for what? Is she elected? What?
She was with her husband there in Brazil at the G20 summit.
Wait, Brazil, is he the Nigerian president? Did she nominated to go and represent Nigeria?
She nominated her husband by working.
She's a housewife. She's a housewife.
The former senator of Nigeria.
Former, not current. Former.
Because she know that she will assume the position of the first lady. Because it do not make sense.
Go to Nigerian constitution. Where is first lady in Nigerian constitution? Where is the first lady in Nigerian constitution? They are the people like Tinubu are people destroying Nigeria. Destroying Nigeria with her lips, with her tongues. If people were saying that secession or division is so good, she's supposed to put her mouth in her purse. Because he was the first, she is among them that agitated for the destruction of Nigeria. You understand what I'm saying? That saying Igbo should go. If Igbo go, is it not secession? Now she agitated that Igbo should go. Now his own is correct because now she's a first lady, wife of the president. What of the time her husband wasn't the president? Is Tinubu not said that Nigeria is a scam? Everybody should go on his own. Now they're eating from Nigeria. Anybody that step in there eating, Nigeria is good. But if they're not eating, Nigeria is bad.
But she said they don't need Nigerian money. That
they don't need Nigerian money. Why is husband collecting salary? His husband is he not collecting salary as a president? His husband okay. No matter how Tinubu get money, have Tinubu ever bought private jet? But now Tinubu get private jet as the president of Nigeria.
I think Tinubu has a private jet.
They don't have private jet. Go and change the record. But now Tinubu has a private jet as Nigerian president. New private jet, not the one he met. and Nigeria are dying in hunger, and they don't need Nigerian money, then why should he be a president? You could have sent his money off, salary allowance off to Nigeria if they don't need Nigerian money. Why did office of first lady created for her? That office, are they not locating fund to that office? That fund, whose pocket is entering? Whose purse is entering? Is it my own? Am I in charge supervising that money in office of first lady that they're locating? And they don't need Nigerian money. No, they don't need Nigerian money. They need the Atlantic Ocean money. Let them go and fetch it as a water. If they don't need Nigerian money. And he will go to Paris, medical checkup, with his money or Nigerian money. They don't need Nigerian money. They don't need that. Whom are you fooling? Whom are you deceiving? You don't need Nigerian money. You don't need Nigerian money. No, you need Nigerian shit. Go to the toilet now and pack Nigerian shit. You don't need Nigerian money.
But do you not think she's saying it from just like I said? You know, she might have made mistake in time past, but
make a mistake.
Yes, making a divisional speech, but statement. But do you not think that now?
But remember, when he made that a mistake, she wasn't drunk. She wasn't drunk. When she made that a mistake, she did not wake up from sleep. She did not wake up from sleep. You better that sleep is dozing when he said that, when she said that way. She said it deliberately, willingly from her mouth, according to what he wanted to do. But let's put that one aside. Tunji Bello or whatever, all the whole people in the north, they're committing atrocities against humanity, against the states, and going free. Do you know why? There are people back then. Do you know the problem agitators of Biafra are having? Do you know the problem nnamdikanu has? Do you know why some people were arrested? Because their own people betrayed them. You understand? Look at Sunday Bohu, how we get free because Yoruba support them. But my own people are saying, bring them to kill. Is it not a Hanese? Give $100,000 bond on someone, Ekpa? Is not Igbo senators working against someone, Ekpa? I give it up in Imo State. Who is creating it? Is it a Fulani man? Is it not Imo State man? Is it not Igbo man? Is it not Uzodin man? Bible said, my people are perishing for lack of knowledge. Biafras are perishing. Nnamdikanu is in prison. Someone arrested. Everybody jubilating because of lack of knowledge of so-called Igbo elites.
So do you not see them finally extraditing Ekpa because they said Tinubu have not been briefed and no Badu. So do you think that they can extradite Ekpa?
Who said Tinubu is not briefed? Are you briefing Tinubu? Are you going to blow air on him? Breeze. Not only brief. They are going to brief him. Would they tell me that Tinubu haven't had it? Or would they tell me that Tinubu don't have connection in it? Okay, G22, they went to Brazil. Is Tinubu and Finland authority not hold discussion in Brazil? Do you know what is that discussion? So,
but it might not have been brief because he's the president and he might be occupied with other things.
Which other thing he was occupied? Emiloko. Which other thing? Which other thing you are occupied? Now, this one now is international issue. It don't become international issue. What will be occupied more than this one now? What is that? How to give us palliative? Agbado, ewa, maize, corn. Is it what you occupy? Or the poor we allow the poor to breathe. Now we occupy to supply us air to breathe for free. I beg, make you forget that. I have told you the problem of Igbo man is Igbo man. So forget the North, forget the flag. They know how to pamper their children. Igbo leaders that call themselves leaders, call them father, all of them are betrayers. You cannot trust in them. You cannot reckon with them. So forget this man commit the same crime with Simon Ekpa. He commit the same crime with nnamdikanu. Why are they not arrested? Can they deliver their people as Igbos are delivering their people to enemies? So forget about that one. We know whom is whom. But when they die, they will like to the people they betray to come and bury them. When they die, the people you betray, you want them to come and bury you. Everybody should remember that there's a reward after this world. Both the people that are terrorists, the people are not terrorists, the agitators or non-agitators, one Nigeria or non-one Nigeria. Everybody should remember there's a reward after this life. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give an exchange to his own soul? You understand? You may win arguments, but that's not the truth. You may win arguments, but that is not the truth. You may win the case, but that judgment is not right. You may win a case, but the judgment is not right. Let everybody remember God.
All the killing that have been happening before Simon Ekpa arose, something brings something, something lead to something.
They accuse him of killing the Southeast, not in Nigeria passport, and said he's no longer in Nigeria, that he's a Finnish citizen. Do you think that the Finnish government will want to, adhere, even though there's no bilateral agreement between both parties? Do you think that they want to agree as regards repatriating Simon Ekpa down here to Nigeria?
God bless you, my brother. Sometimes that is why it's paining me. It's paining me. Do you know why it's paining me? That the whole Nigeria CDS, the chief of defense, even with his level in age in the military, he yet lacks some understanding, yet lacks some qualities in education, yet lacks some wisdom. Even as the CDS of the Federation, is paining me. How can you have a relationship that someone give to you and you never respect it and you disregard it and mess it up? Then because of Simon Ekpa, you now want to go. Do you think they are as foolish as you? They are not. These people are wise people. And they believe that what they did against nnamdikanu, Kenya, one, with East Africa. Two, with the African mentality. Three, they are poor. They are wretched. They have not seen money, that kind of money, which Nigeria promised them. You see why when Nigeria make that promise, they now succumb with that huge amount of money. You know what it will do in their economy. You see why they decided to betray nnamdikanu. So Nigeria, with that mentality, but the city now have that mentality again, that people like Finland will play such a role just like that with Nigeria, a country that don't know where they are going, that don't have vision, a country that don't have dream, a country that don't have a plan, a country that don't value humanity, that don't value life, they value cow and goat. Is that a country that you think that Finland people, the white, will now look at and reason with them? It's not possible. It's not possible. They are not as foolish as Nigeria. The people call Nigeria, the people that did not value the law, neither did they obey the law. They value their own self-law. So is that the country that you want to go, the Finland people will sit down and reason with? No, it's not possible. Now listen and listen good. People, they are talking about bringing Simon Ekpa down to Nigeria. Is Simon Ekpa the problem of Nigeria? You say by the killing that is happening, what about the killing that have been happening before Simon Ekpa arose? Something brings something. Something lead to something.
They accuse him of killing the Southeast, not in Nigeria, and the Southeast.
Excuse me.
Sponsoring killings.
Excuse me.
That's what he was accused for.
Currently now, Southeast, is it part of Nigeria or not?
Part of Nigeria.
So when I mention Nigeria, I know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Are you getting it? I know what I'm saying. Currently now, yes, we are pushing for our separation, but as it is now, we are still part of Nigeria. Are you getting it? So if I mention I'm not wrong. In the northern part of Nigeria, look at what is going on there. The politicians, even the former president of Nigeria knows, and some politicians and some clergies like Gumi and the rest, and the current, I think the current Zamfara governor now is part of them, sponsoring terrorists in Nigeria, sponsoring terrorism, especially in that northern part of Nigeria. Why is it that Nigeria federal government, even the present government, never make a move to all those people? I am asking why? Because this one is an Igbo man. Abi, the hatred against every Igbo man. Let me tell you this thing. You know, somebody will tell, Abi Akwaye, Abi Akwaye, Abi Karaba, Abi this one. Baba, as I'm talking to you, somebody came to that place. Do you know what he's saying? He said because he has been looking for us. He has visited 7 places. Do you know what they say to him? They say you be on Moibo, we know they give you a house.